All right, here we have the next lesson for linear relations. We're going to be solving two-step equations here. So this video, our old buddy Rob, I just asked that you stop at 5:28 in the video, so the first 5 minutes. It'll be linked on the website as well. So in the video, we talked about solving two-step equations and how when you're solving, you need to use BEDMAS rules, but in reverse, okay? So we're going to look at these equations here and identify the two operations. So we have multiplication here, and we have addition. So if we're going in reverse order, we need to deal with the addition first. So we're going to subtract 13 from each side first, which gets rid of that. And you're left with 2d is equal to 12. Okay? Now the opposite operation of multiplication is division, so then you got to divide each side by 2, and you're left with the answer being 6. In these videos, it might be beneficial to pause them, try the question, and then start it up again and see if you're doing it correctly. Okay, so here we have subtraction and we have multiplication. Okay, so if we're using this in reverse order, we need to deal with the subtraction first. So if we're dealing with subtraction, we need to add 16 to each side. So we're going to be left with 20b on this side. Now negative 10 plus 16, that gives us positive 6. Okay. Now 20b is equal to 6. Now if we're doing the opposite operation, we need to divide by 20, divide by 20. That'll cancel out, and you're left with b is equal to 6 over 20. Okay. Now if we reduce that, that's 3/10. All right, next one, we have subtraction and multiplication. So the opposite operation of subtraction is addition. Okay, so we're left with 3r is equal to 25, and you divide by 3, divide by 3. It's 25 over 3. Here's another one. This one's a little bit different because we have a positive 12 here. Remember, this is implied that it's positive, but the coefficient here is actually negative 6. All right, so we're going to deal with the constant first. So we got to subtract 12. Subtract 12. That gets rid of that, and negative 2 minus 12 more gives us negative 14. Now, a very common mistake here is we have to look at what's left. And a lot of students will write down, well, we have 6n left. Well, the only thing is you can't drop the negative. We still have negative 6n. Okay? So you need to include the sign there. Now, to get rid of negative 6, you got to divide by negative 6. Okay? So then you're left with n is equal to negative 14 over negative 6. Well, negative divided by negative, that's going to leave us with a positive answer. So we can get rid of the negative signs. And if we reduce this, you're going to have 7 over 3 is our answer. All right. This one, the only thing you need to remember is this whole top part is a term. The common mistake that students will make is they'll get rid of this first. This subtract 6, and they'll add 6 to each side, and they'll go from there. But the only thing is, this 2 actually is dividing into both of these. So you can't just get rid of the 6 first. You actually need to get rid of the 2. So if this is being divided by 2, I'm going to multiply the whole thing by 2. And that's going to cancel there. And you're left with r minus 6 is equal to 30. Okay. Now, this is a one-step equation. We can add 6 to each side to get rid of that. And that leaves us with 36. This is similar to the last one. This 4 is actually, r is being divided by 4 and 6 is being divided by 4. So you cannot just add 6 to get rid of that first. That's not going to work for you. So what we need to do is get rid of the 4. So you multiply each side by 4. R minus 6 is what we have left, is equal to 48. Okay. Now we need to get rid of the positive 6, so we add 6, and we're left with r is equal to 54. Okay. There are some practice pages assigned. There'll be an answer key for that as well, so give those a shot. If you have trouble, let us know.